Welcome to Vysh IAS. So we'll be continuing with the PLUMS series of polity, governance and schemes today. Okay, so if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing this channel so that you will be getting daily free updates on UPSC. And if you're looking for a good quality test series, then you can contact the number which is given on the screen 7200681675. So let's move on to the first question. The first question reads, how many statements are correct about the 8th schedule? So you know the schedules of the constitution that you have to by heart. If you haven't learned that, please learn that. Okay, the schedules, the basics of constitution is very important. How many parts are there, how many articles are there, how many schedules, and within this schedules are very important. What particular thing each schedule is dealing with, that you must be very clear. Okay, so come to the first statement. It contains the list of recognized languages in India. So be very specific. Please pay special attention to all these words. What is national language, what is official language, and today's homework for you will be that. Please differentiate between the national language and official language. So here, 8th schedule, this particular thing is dealing with the recognized languages in India. So this thing you have to be clear. The keywords used in the constitution, they may change the keywords, like national languages are stated in 8th schedule, like that. Okay, so go to the constitution, read that once. Okay, I'm not asking you to mug that up. You read your material first, and then after learning that, after you're ready with that, please go to the constitution once and give a read. Okay, once you learn a portion very well and you are very well adapted to that, or you are very well versed in that topic, please go to the constitution and give a try. That's only thing. Okay, so first statement is correct. Then originally there were 14 languages in the schedule, but presently it contains 22 languages. This thing is also important. When the constitution was enacted, what all provisions were there and what all provisions came after that. Okay, so this particular term, originally there were 14 languages, or originally there were such and such articles, there were 250 articles, originally there were 7 schedules. So in the original constitution, what are the important things that you have to mug up? Many a times this can itself be a statement kind of question. Okay, so originally there were 14 languages in the schedule, but presently it contains 22. Yes, that is also important, and this statement is also correct. Then Assamese, Bengali, Bodo, Dogri, I have stated some languages, and this thing is also important. Mainly students will be neglecting this part. Like 22 languages are there, so what is the need for us to mug up all these languages? No, that is not the case. Since this is an important provision, the schedules are important provision, and the 8th schedule is also important provision. So what are the languages included in this? That also becomes important from the exam point of view. From this itself, from the third statement itself, they can frame different kinds of questions. They will give some 8th schedule includes, and they will be giving some languages, so you have to pick up. So all these 22 languages you have to learn. So this is like a learning kind of question, and all these 3 statements are correct. So the correct answer is all 3. Okay, then next question, how many statements are correct? In the 1960s, Administrative Reforms Commission of India suggested the creation of 2 specialized authorities, Lokpal and Lokayukta, to address citizens' complaints and grievances pertaining to corruption. So in this type of questions, what I have told you, you have to look for the keywords. If the question is something unconventional, or you are unable to decode that questions, please look for the keywords. There will be getting something. So 1960s, that approximate timeline you have to know. See, again and again these kind of statements are coming. In 1960s, what is happening in the political landscape of India, that you should be aware. Okay, so the first keyword is this, Administrative Reforms Commission, the ARC. Okay, so which particular body is mentioning, or which particular some things like fundamental duties, they were suggested by what? Is it a commission, is it some body? Okay, so that becomes important. Okay, some important provisions, all the important provisions have been suggested, or they have been recommended by some bodies or some persons. That becomes important. So ARC recommends something, then from by name itself some commissions are there. Like for fundamental duties, we are having Swaran Singh Committee. Okay, so Swaran Singh Committee is related to fundamental duties, whereas Swearing is not related to Lokpal and Lokayukta. So here in this case ARC is a correct answer. ARC they are involved in recommendation of most of the political reforms. Okay, so this is the safest option which you can go for. Most of the cases ARC will be having a role in recommending some political changes or reforms. So ARC suggested the creation of two specialized authorities. So first keyword is ARC, second is Lokpal and Lokayukta, and third is corruption. So what is the core function of some body? You may not learn all the paragraph wise things for these specialized bodies. What you have to do is you have to make a tabular kind of format, and vigilance commission, you have to note down all the bodies, you have to list down all the bodies: Lokpal, Lokayukta, vigilance commission, national commission for women, and what is the core function they are performing. That itself will be sufficient to write the answer. So here Lokpal and Lokayukta, the main function is corruption. Okay, the main function is corruption. So this is also a correct statement. Lokayukta is a national level institution while Lokpal is a state level institution. Again flip. Okay, swapping has been done. Actually it should have been the other way. It should have been the reverse. Lokpal is a national level body and Lokayukta is a state level body. So whenever two items are compared, please look for the swapping condition. Okay, many a times, most of the times they will be swapping the statements and giving. Okay, so whenever you're getting a comparison kind of statement, please look if the statements are swapped or if the items are being swapped. Then Lokpal and Lokayukta handle complaints against ministers and top government officials. Yes, so that's why these bodies are in news many a times. Okay, most often these are coming in news. Why? Because it's such powerful body and it can take actions against top government officials, okay, and ministers. So all these sorry, 2 is not correct, 1 and 3 are correct. So 2 statements are correct, only 2 statements are correct. B is the correct answer. Come to the next question. The Supreme Court held that any law which violates basic structure of Indian Constitution can be declared unconstitutional by the court in. Okay, so cases are given. So I have told earlier also, the case laws and the important verdicts from the case laws are important. So out of this, all these 3 cases are very, very important. The political history of India or political evolution of India. Okay, so here the correct answer is Keshwananda Bharati versus State of Kerala. So this is a fairly easy kind of question. This you should know. Okay, so here this particular verdict has been given in this. So now today's homework will be, you have to go and search what these 2 cases are relating to, and please take a note of this because these 2 cases are also equally important. Many a times people will be missing out all these case laws. They'll be most of the people will be knowing Keshwananda Bharati case, but they will be missing IR Kolo case, Vaman Rao case, etc. These cases are also equally important and you have to pay special focus to all these cases also. So please today go and search what these cases are dealing with and what are the respective verdicts which came out of these cases. Okay, now come to the next. Which of the following statements are correct? Tribunals in India are adjudicatory bodies that serve as an alternative to traditional court system. Yes, correct. Generalistic statement are always correct. Tribunals were established to provide swift, cost-effective and decentralized resolution of disputes across various issues. So fairly easy question, and both are general statement, both have to be correct. So both 1 and 2 is the correct answer. Come to the next. Which statement is correct? National Commission for Women is an autonomous and statutory body established in 1992 under the National Commission for Women Act 1990. Okay, so this is a correct statement. So other 3 statements has to be incorrect, but still we'll be looking into that. The 4 schedules under RPN 1951 contain provisions pertaining to the allocation of seat and method of election for various posts. So if you have been following the PLUMS of Polity religiously, I have explained many a times about RPA 1950 versus 1951. 1950 is the one which deals with the basic provisions of elections, while the 1951 provisions, RPA 1951, is the one which deals with advanced kind of provisions. That was a trick I have said for you to follow and remember things more easily. So here it is given 1951 and in the provision it is given allocation of seat. So allocation of seat, it's not a kind of advanced provision, rather it's a basic provision. So it logically it should come in RPA 1950. So exactly that is the mistake in the statement. It is 1951. Sorry, it's 1950. But in the question it is given 1951. So please change this, it's 1950. Okay, so this is incorrect. C. Article 31A, it provides protection to act and regulations included in the 9th schedule from being challenged and invalidated on the ground of contravention of any of the fundamental rights. So here the statement is correct, but there is a slight mistake. Article 31A. It is given Article 31A. Actually, that is not the correct statement. It's Article 31B. Article 31B is the exact thing which provides the provision given over here. Okay, so it's not Article 31A, it's 31B. So this is also incorrect. Then D. Like traditional courts, tribunals are bound by strict rules of procedure and evidence set out in CPC. So this is an easy statement, processable statement. Tribunals differ from the courts in this aspect only. Okay, tribunals are meant to give faster justice. Okay, in courts, in the normal court system, we saw judicial pendency. So to tackle that only, tribunals have been set up. So like traditional courts, no. Unlike traditional courts, tribunals are not bound by. Okay, tribunals are not bound by strict procedure. It's liberal. Okay, and tribunals are guided by principles of natural justice. This is also important point, principles of natural justice. Okay, so here it is given like traditional courts. No, it's unlike traditional courts. So this is also incorrect. So the correct answer is A. That's the end of today's session. So we'll meet in the next week in the next episode. Until then, stay tuned. Thank you.